I'm going to say some of these statements, and none of you need to disclose anything, but I want us to think about, and then when we're done talking, or when I'm done reciting them, like reflect on what they bring out in us, and then we'll kind of wrap things up.
Okay.
Should we do like fingers down or something?
If you want to, you can, but again, you do not need to disclose. You can keep it to yourself. Things like that. English is your first language. One or both of your parents have a college degree. You can find Band-Aids at mainstream stores designed to blend in or match your skin tone. You have had to rely primarily on public transportation. You are able to move through the world without fear of sexual assault. You are able to move through the world without fear of being racially oppressed. You studied the culture of your ancestors in elementary school. You've been made fun of or bullied for something physical about yourself that you cannot change. You can show romantic affection to your partner in public without fear of ridicule or violence. You feel respected for your academic performance. You have been discouraged from an activity because of race, class, ethnicity, or gender. You have tried to change your appearance, mannerisms, or behaviors to fit in more. You have been profiled or stereotyped by someone else using their privilege. You feel good about how your identity is portrayed by the media.
I have two I have a real big bone to pick with.
Elena, you want to go?
Oh, on TikTok, there's a lot of talk about light skins. It's interesting.
When they're only viewed a certain way as light skin.
Like, what does that mean? What does that mean on TikTok?
I guess light skin is like.
Would that be you?
Yeah.
Okay. The certain, like the
curly hair,
long curly hair, big lips, smallish eyes, smallish nose, cheekbones.
And they're really like fetishing about light skins on TikTok.
Yeah, and like the body shape too. And then they put those like stereotypes. It's kind of like the beauty standard at this point. But mostly it's the beauty standard, like all of that, but in a white person. Not like it's not as appreciated if it's on a mixed or light skinned person, but because on social media they've just been going crazy with that.
Like light skin is very similar to black people. It's the skin color of light. So it's basically like saying, oh, white people, but with black features.
Yeah. And the thing that gets me more angry is that like they literally say the most foul things to the black woman on there when they have the exact same things, like the same characteristics, just darker complexion. Like I saw this one comment on there that I destroyed that commenter. But he was like saying that she should take a shower to take off her darkness.
Wow.
And I was like,
I've seen people like over tan or like spray tan to the darkest color they can.
Yeah, because that's the beauty standard. Be mixed, but don't be mixed.
Do you think it would be different gender-wise, or like if, say, it was like a different gender, like say you were male rather than female, would that be different?
And there still is males like fetishization for light skins.
It's more male than female.
Girl. I think it's pretty equal actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the guys they go crazy for the girls, and go crazy for the guys because they're like, ooh, I want a basketball player. And it's also like they don't really like the dark skinned one. They always like the light skinned one. When they look the exact same, just lighter complexion.
Like best of both worlds.
Well,
Yeah.
they better be 6'2".
Yeah,
They better have curly hair.
because they feel if they get with the mixed person, the kid will still look good, which is still, I don't know what that is about.
So
My mom has said it, and sometimes
it has to be right in the middle. White, no. Too dark, no. But light skin mixed with the perfect features is
I'll have to say
that's the
something
white,
like
but it's mostly
that's
more
where the
white.
bar is right now.
No, the bar is mostly if you're white and have those characteristics. But because light skin is like the natural version of it, they choose that. Because there's like this whole thing on like getting stuff done that's viewed negatively upon, but it's just like, okay, but you want all of this, but a light complexion does not make sense at all.
Like, why not be proud of, you know, who you are? If you are a dark skinned person, you have those features. If you're a light skinned person, you have those features, vice versa, all of it.
Yeah.
So that's what's going on social media right now.
Yeah, and then like the amount of like, it's so bad. The amount of like black people that I've seen just like have like the lowest self-esteem I ever could see ever, because people just do not see their beauty at all. They treat them terribly when they have all the same characteristics just because of the color of their skin.
Do you think as you guys like applying for jobs and stuff, like to the age where like you're now getting older, is that like more of an issue for you? Like the chances of getting
Even
in, are you
colleges
worried?
now too.
Yeah, and like colleges, are you more worried
I think
just because of that, or are you like, oh, it's fine?
I'm less worried only because they need us for their little paperwork. Now that it's like a needed thing to have diversity in your offices and in your workspace, that is like a thing that is looked for. But like, I don't know, because most offices, they still won't do it. But most of them now will, like they're open to it.
But the way you say that, they need us. I mean, how does that alone make all of you feel right there?
I remember I was applying for a job.
Like
Do you think does that still feel like oppression to you?
yeah,
And marginalization?
yeah, it feels like, oh, I'm just a statistic and a number for them. But at least I get a job and get paid.
I remember I was trying to, but I didn't, like, I was so, like, confused. I was like, wait, I thought she was Dominican on both sides, and I was like,
Yeah, because I just don't look it at all. I really
no,
don't.
not because of that, it's because of your big accent, you know?
I don't have an accent.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
It's like, her voice is like thick, and that's what
Yeah,
made me
You
think
can
of
hear
it.
it in like the singing. That's why I really noticed it. Otherwise,
Have you ever met Cynthia before?
Yeah, I have a little bit.
Oh,
Yeah,
do you
not
really?
like
I don't
well,
hear it.
but
Do you hear it?
I do.
I do a little bit. I understand. Like,
it's more noticeable when she sings. I
okay.
feel like I really say that, but now that she
Yeah.
said that, I didn't really think of it as like an accent until she said it.
It's
thought it was
my
just a singing
mother's
style.
fault.
Yeah.
I
hear-
sort of
that's
hear it.
why-
Why is that? Why are you? See, you're acting like that's a bad thing, though. See, and that's the whole. We're going full circle. Why is that bad?
Because I don't want an accent. I want it to sound like me. I don't want to be like
But
brother or anything.
But what is not having an accent? Is that just
But you
a
guys are
white
correlating
American?
it with Latinness. I want it to be just not correlated with anything.
Well,
Just
that's
me.
what you're
I don't think
saying.
it doesn't mean you're. I don't think it means that like if you don't not. I don't know the best way to put this, but it
You
gives
got
you
this.
like an American accent. Like if that's what you're trying to say. Like
I
Is
don't
that
want
what you're
an
trying to say?
American one. I just want like. Oh,
That's like saying I
Cynthia
sound
sounds
normal.
like Cynthia.
What's normal? I mean, what you know?
there
You are
hasn't even
Cynthia,
been-
and that makes you Cynthia.
Yeah, but it hurts.
That's
I'm
your
like,
identity.
dang it. My mom
Everybody has an
impacted me.
I feel like everybody has
It's
an
weird.
accent.
It's like you came out of her.
Yeah, but like I didn't know that like being around her all the time would impact my English.
Oh yeah,
Since
absolutely.
she doesn't speak any.
For sure.
I mean, I've known people who have accents. I don't think I have one, but
See, I think you do.
Yeah, it was like
Yeah. A little, yeah, very slight.
It's only noticeable for other people. It's not easy for yourself.
But like I really
it's
don't
because
care.
you're so used to like hearing yourself, you don't like your mind is like, oh, I don't.
I just
But if
feel
you
like
think of it, if
it
you
sounds like
travel
a
down to
girl.
like Texas,
And we're all students overcome a lot of barriers and hurdles to get to where we are, but we all have this strength within us that keeps us going. Black, white, or Hispanic. Would you have to pick black or white? I mean, what would you circle? What would you fill in?
I mean, it's gotta be either one or the other. Like, have all the options or have none of them. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, say it's a job interview and they don't see your face, but then they see like your race or something. They will automatically look at that and, you know,
Have that
choose
implicit bias.
who. But imagine you just get a resume, you don't know who they are, you don't see their name, you don't see anything, you just see the facts.
Yep.
I feel like that would be good, but at the same time it wouldn't.
Yeah.
So you either want all those options or none of them.
Yeah. There's pros and cons to both ways.
Yeah.
I feel that if there wasn't that many like issues of like race and just like saying who you are, like being so specific, that would have been better. If we could all just be people. But since that is an issue and we can't just go back in time, I guess having all the options to be able to be specific about it is good. Although, I don't know, because if we're talking from like a job perspective, with what Alina just said, with like filling out like the forms, if you put white, if you were mixed and you put white, or like say like just mix black and white, if you put white instead of black, you could get accepted. If you put black, they might throw it away 50% of the chance.